Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
You do.
Good morning and welcome back to the conference. My name is Susan Canode and I'm one of the co-chairs of our Paac Coalition. And we have a few people that were looking for seats. So if you have openings at your table and you see someone that may not have a place at a table, please welcome them to your area. And now, at this time, I'm going to give the microphone back to this lovely young shul member, and her name is Tyler. Oh, I love that same name. Kernodle. My name's Canode, and I get called that sometimes, so it's pretty cool. Good morning.
Good morning, and our keynote speaker for today is Officer Jermaine Galloway. Officer Jermaine Galloway has been an Idaho law enforcement officer since 1997 and has more than 7 years' experience in the youth alcohol and drug education and enforcement. Officer Galloway has coordinated in the hundreds of party patrols and alcohol-related investigations. Throughout the last year, Officer Galloway provided nationwide training to over 15,000 coalition members, police officers, educators, prevention personnel, and community members on alcoholic energy drinks, youth underage drinking and drug trends, party patrols, compliance checks, fake IDs, party drugs, and synthetic drugs. Officer Galloway is a Idaho Coast certified instructor and adjunct instructor for NNU University. Officer Galloway spends the time educating the public on youth and young adults alcohol and drug trends that are related to underage drinking. In part, these efforts have led to a consistent reduction in underage drinking, party calls, injuries, incidents, and community disorder problems around Boise State University and the city of Boise.
That's good, thank you. Oh, come back. Yeah, she wants to get a photo, so. All right, cool. Okay. Well, thanks for having me. Let me find my little clicker here. Am I on? All right. Okay, so you guys have me for the next couple hours, so if you want to get out of here, I encourage you to do it right now. Confirm the timer, I probably should know this already. All right, good. So we'll be out a little while. I have a ton of stuff to go over with you today. There's so much that goes on, especially in the underage drinking culture and on the side of really drugs also. And for some of you, you're going to sit here and go, okay, we're at an alcohol conference, so why are you talking about drugs? Many of us understand that these things go hand in hand, that a lot of people in this room will already tell you that alcohol is a gateway drug, and that many times, especially for as a law enforcement officer, when we find alcohol, we find drugs. These things go hand in hand, especially for the underage. I'm not saying that adults who are drinking responsibly drink and are smoking dope and doing these different things too, but especially on the youth side, we see it a lot. We see these things going hand in hand, and that's why I'm going to cover a lot of it. For me, I think identification is huge. If I can identify someone who is involved in something long before they even do it, or before I catch them at school, or before we catch them on the street, or before they get caught, that's my goal. My goal is to get to them early. Get to them early, get to them quickly, and also be educated when I do get to them. That we can have an educated conversation, and I don't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't know what I'm doing. Today, to give you an idea of the presentation, let me uncover some of my goodies here. This presentation is normally about 6 or 7 hours, and I didn't think you guys wanted to be here till midnight, so Yeah, no, we don't. So obviously we cut it down into about an hour and a half. So with that being said, on some of it, depending on how my time's going, I might be talking a little bit fast, I might be moving quickly. If you have a question, ask it. Just throw your hand up and ask it. I have time for it. I kind of incorporate that time into the presentation. So if you have a question, which some of you will, ask the question. Go ahead and throw it out there, because most likely other people in the group have the same question or similar question. So don't feel bad about asking. On a couple parts of the presentation, we're going to jump around a little bit, because when you cut a presentation down, the only way you do it is just hit the delete button and just start taking out slides. So it might jump from spot to spot a little bit, but ultimately you're going to get a lot today. You're going to get a lot of information. Luckily for me, I got in last night, late yesterday afternoon, so I was able to go by the mall while I was in Greensboro. I was able to stop it at the mall. I was able to stop at a couple of your convenience stores. Obviously the liquor stores were closed, but I was able to get to a couple convenience stores. And I was able to talk to Joe too about some of the stuff that's going on with alcohol statewide. So to be able to give you a good feel. When I go to a community, I don't like to just stand there and talk about a canned presentation and just give canned information, because everything is not completely relevant to you. So I like to get there a little bit early, go around a little bit, see what you got going on, and talk about the culture of your community along with the culture nationwide. Fortunately for me, I get to travel around a lot. Not really this week, because I get home tonight, and then I'm on a plane tomorrow to Montana, and then I get home Wednesday. So I'm flying 4 straight days in a row. So, and I did that about 2 weeks ago too. And being 6'9" on a plane is not very comfortable. So, but being able to travel and get around a little bit, I'm able to really see what's going on in different states and what's going on around the country. So, getting into this already, here are a few of the things that we are going to hit on today and we are going to talk about. And you're going to see a lot of pictures. You're going to see a ton of pictures. I love taking photos when I get around. I took some photos when I was at the mall yesterday that I already put in my PowerPoint.